Well. The time has come. Time has come. The final votes are coming. Good, Great, Perfect presents the OPTC show award show of 2021. The final votes finally going to be determined. And with that said, yo, what is going on, homies? It's your boy StumpD back for another OPTC video. And in today's video, once again, we have another very, very special video. Big shout outs to the Captain Papi, as well as Ryoiin. Ryoiin, you got the Ryoiin the GOAT. We got to give some credit to Ryoiin for sifting through all of your nominations. And look, I've been chatting with Papi. I've seen some nominations, and I've seen how these guys have been putting this together. And I got to give these guys a huge shout out, like especially Papi, man. Like, you guys don't understand how much work this guy puts in. So Papi, if you're watching this, we appreciate you, man. This is gonna be a belter. It's gonna be a belter. I'm very, very excited. Very, very excited. Not only to vote, and that's what we will be doing in today's video, but to check out the awards show and how you guys present that. Hopefully it's a belter. Make sure to go check out GGP. If you guys don't know who these guys are, make sure to head down into the link in the description. I was on their episode last week. They're a bunch of top-notch guys. Papi's an absolute gem of a human being. The King, Todd, absolute legend. Flame's a champion, and fuck Knight, honestly. Fuck that guy. Fuck that guy. No, Knight, you know I love you. You know I love you. So, hey guys, it's Captain Papi here. Also, by the way, if you guys want to, make sure you guys go vote. Like, not if you guys want to. Make sure to go vote. Link will be in the description. Make sure to head over here and put your damn vote in. Just click some buttons. Like, share this with your friends. Share it with people that don't play the game. No, actually, probably don't do that. But share it amongst everyone that you know that plays the game. We want to get as many votes in, and we want to make this an absolute belter. So, link in the description. Link in the description for not only GGP, but for how you guys can head over and find this. And link will be in the description for Papi's Twitter. Make sure to go hit that man up with a follow. Like, that he's a weapon. Papi, that man does so much. So much. Not only does he keep track of the treasure map rankings, not only does he know more about this game than anyone I goddamn know, he's a gem. Just go follow him. Go follow him. So, hey guys, it's Captain Papi as a part of the end of year review for Good Rate Perfects. Himself, Toadski, Flamevius, and Nightmare JP are going to organize and host the award show for One Piece Treasure Cruise 2021. This award show will be very much in kin with Anlord's OPTC Awards for 2020. The award show will be organized in respect and thanks to Anlord, as well as a way to get the community involved wrapping up OPTC, both global and JP. So remember, this is global and JP. So big shout out to Anlord as well. Rest in peace. Absolute weapon in the French community. The fact that Papi's doing this in respect and to bring the communities together, to bring the networking together for not only the global communities of the French communities, the German communities, the English communities, the Asian communities, but also the Japan community with the sync. Let's all band together. Let's create a bigger community. Let's create a bigger network, because like, this game has so much potential. This community has so much potential. I feel like we're only tapping into about 5%. So, the following form is your chance to vote on who wins for each category. Please keep in mind that you are limited to one response only. Make sure you vote what you think deserves to win. The finalists in each category are gathered over 700 nominations. This is your nominations. You guys put these nominations in. Remember that. You guys put these nominations in. Okay? Remember that. The finalists in each category are gathered from over 700 nominations, and the winners will be announced during GGP's 2021 Year in Review. Please make sure to share this around the community, and as always, if you have any questions, to message Papi. Special thanks to the GOAT Ryoiin for helping me with sorting and organizing in the nominations. My girl Lucy for helping with the spelling grammar. Big shout out to Lucy. And the StumpD Discord for the insight and ideas. Big shout out to my boys. Like I said, we have been in chats with Papi. We have a lot of time for that man. We have a lot of respect for that man, as the community should. He does not only a lot for the community, but he's an absolute gem. And we did have a chat to him about the final nominations, and we did have a look at some things and stuff like that. So big shout out to my boys as well for their transparency. Big shout out to the Stump Discord. So you guys know who you are, like Tony, Sim, Kirby, Venge, like all you guys, like Menace, like you guys know who you are. Jin, like you guys know who we are. All right, so with that said, let's dive in. All right, so here we are. I'm excited. The first category is the best Super Evolution. This award goes to the best Super Evolution that released from December 1st, 2020 till December 18th, 2021. This Legends Super Evolution has improved them drastically and made them viable in use today. So, big shout out to Dex Sabo, big shout out to Germa66, and Onami, and of course Yamato has made his way now. I'm immediately going to rule Yamato out. Like, I'm immediately ruling Yamato out of my vote, because whilst Yamato 6 Plus is very good, it says here that it's drastically improved them and made them viable in use today. 6-star Yamato was always usable. Like, so no. Yamato for me is a big no-no. Shout out to Papi for the images too, by the way. Like, yo, let's go. Let's go. So, drastically improved them. Germa, getting 3 turns of a captain swap is very, very good. Like, very, very good. Onami's captain ability got a huge buff. But in terms of what she does and what you're actually using her for, you're still really only using her for the defense down and the conditional boost. She does get color affinity in her kit, which is nice. But for me, I really like her Super Evolution. I really, really like it. But just going off the fact that it says drastically improve them, I feel like I'm going to rule her out. And that just leaves it down to Dex Sabo and Germa. Now, Dex Sabo got a side grade, right? Dex Sabo got a side grade in the sense that he does the Ignite, he's an attack booster, and he's a chain buff. Where Germa, they got that increase of the 3 turns. To me, that is so drastic. Like, that is so drastic. For me, I'd be voting for Carrot. Like, if Carrot was here, that's who I'd be voting for. Carrot got a drastic improvement. But, look, we're going off your nominations, remember. Your nominations. You right there, your nominations. So, for me, it's got to be between Dex, Sabo, and Germa. In terms of usage, I think I use Germa more. Dex Sabo is really good. Really, really good. He works amazingly with Ace. Free Spirits kind of need the attack booster. I'm going to go with Germa just because it drastically increased the character. Dex Sabo, you could probably argue like there's situations where utilizing the unsuper evolved Dex Sabo is better. What situation that is, like, you'd have to throw it at me. But in every sense, super evolving Germa66 has just drastically made them a better character. So for that reason, I'm going with Germa66. Let's on to the worst Super Evolution now. The worst Super Evolution. This award goes to the worst Super Evolution releasing from the 1st of December to the 18th of December 2021. This Super Evolution has been incredibly underwhelming and has done nothing to resolve the issues of the legend. Okay. Bruh, I really want to vote for Pudding just to piss Flame off. I'm not that guy, though. I'm not that guy. The thing is, right, it says here it's incredibly underwhelming and has done nothing to resolve the issues of the character. Now, incredibly underwhelming, I think Pudding was definitely incredibly underwhelming. But it didn't resolve any of the issues. The legend didn't have any issues. Pudding's legend didn't have any issues. She's always been really, really good. If anything, she got a buff because now she buffs Sai, right? So, I'm going to rule out Pudding. Sanji, the issues in Sanji kind of got resolved because you don't need him to be a captain, I'm pretty sure. Like, he now removes the chain coefficient reduction, the chain, if, like, you're not a captain. Thing is, fighters suck, and that's what lets him down. So I'm going to rule out Sanji, and I'm going to rule out Pudding. I do think Pudding, like, got the short end of the stick. So, for me, it's got to be between V2 Mihawk and V2 Zoro 6+. I think I'm going to have to go with V2 Mihawk purely because the issue with V2 Mihawk is always the chain captain, like the chain captain shenanigans. And with Sanji, he has the same issue, and they kind of resolved that a little bit. They resolved that in the way that you can actually get rid of the chain coefficient reduction and the chain locking shenanigans. So for me, I think I have to go with V2 Mihawk here. Like, I'd love to vote Pudding just because, like, she was so underwhelming. But for me, I think it's got to be V2 Mihawk. Alright, so best rare recruit. This award goes to the best rare recruit that has released from December 1st to the December 18th. And a rare recruit to go to pick when it comes to clearing content in the game. So, we have Psy Robin, Psy Rockstar, Quick Zora, and Quick Killer. Now, when I was doing my nominations, totally based on Robin. I actually voted for these two as my nominations, but Psy Robin is an easy winner. Like I don't think you could say like there's a better unit than Psy Robin. She removes Despair, she removes all defensive effects. She's a cerebral unit, she's a Psy unit. I don't think you can go past that. Like, Quick Zora is really, really good. Same with Rockstar. I'm not a huge Killer fan myself. Like, I use Killer, and I can recognize that he's good, but, like, Psy Robin, she's an easy winner. Best free-to-play units. This award goes to the best free-to-play unit and farmable unit that has released from December 1st, 2020 to December 18th. The free-to-play unit... Best free-to-play unit. This award goes to the best free-to-play farmable unit that has released on December 1st to December 18th. A free unit that is this good. Almost would have paid for them. Now, congratulations to Kazuna Olin, Kazuna Kuja Pirates, Treasure Map Shiryu. That's an interesting one. And Treasure Map Onigashima Luffy. Now, I really like Kazuna Kuja Pirates. I think they're very, very good. But I don't ever think of them when I am team building. Purely because, like, they have that condition where you have to be above 50,000, and I don't do the maths, where, like Kazuna, great unit, like, I don't do the maths, so when it comes to this unit, so I just never think of them when it comes to team building. Defense up, damage reduction room was great, though. They are very, very good, but for me, I can't use them enough to to give clarity to say that they deserve that. Treasure Map Shiryu, his support is god tier. He is a good character. But for me, compared to these two units, these two units don't even come close. Like, they don't even come close. Now, if you caught me, like, when Kazuna Olin came out, and I think I was talking to my boy Sim about this, I was on the train that this is the best free-to-play unit in the game. Like, 6 turns of special bind removal, 6 turns of damage reduction removal, 3 turns of an int attack boost, as well as driven and powerhouse attack booster, and rotate similar slots into matching. Absolutely phenomenal. Every driven powerhouse team that I build, she manages to find a goddamn way onto that team. Easily. But this Onigashima Luffy for me is an absolute god. A god unit. Like, god. I would pay for this Luffy. And that's what the side holder says. I would pay for this Luffy. The thing about this Kazuna Olin, right? I wouldn't pay for her purely because the ambush Olin or the ambush Linlin is still a thing, and that's still a really, really good unit. Yes, this Linlin does different things, but that ambush Linlin is still a thing, and if you're building a team and sometimes you need that ambush Linlin, it rules out this Olin, right? This Luffy, I get it. There's a lot of Luffys in the game, but this Luffy's the best int Luffy in the game. Let that sink in for a second. This Luffy is the best int Luffy in the game, and it doesn't even come close. He's a 2 times rainbow attack booster, he rotates block orbs, and he removes attack down and special blind by 6 turns. Oh, 5 turns? 4 turns. I'm pretty sure it's 6 turns. Doesn't matter. The combination is so damn powerful. I use this guy so much, and not only that, but he has an amazing support. 1 turn of attack down removal for Kid, Law, and Yamato, and rotates orbs from including block into matching when you're inflicted with attack down. Very, very powerful unit. And because of his support, honestly, that's what gets me over the line with this unit. The Linlin is a close second. Don't get me wrong. The Linlin Olin is a close second. But this Luffy, if you're sleeping on this Luffy, if you didn't get to the mill, I'm sorry, but you have missed the best free-to-play character in the game. No doubt about it. All right, best artwork. This award goes to the unit with the best artwork. The artists really outdid themselves designing and drawing this unit. Now, shout out to Papi for this one because he included the 5-star and the 6-star, and I think that was a really good idea. Because to me, it's going to help me with voting. It's definitely going to help me with voting per se. And for me, it because of that, it only gives me one answer. Like, it's not even close, actually, after that. Now, when it comes to Law, I'm a really, really big fan of Law's 6-star artwork. I love Law's 6-star artwork. His 5-star artwork, though, absolute dookie. I get it. I guess we're saying the best artwork, so you're picking between one of them. But I like, for this reason, this is like giving myself more clarity. Kaido, I really like the 6-star artwork of Kaido. Mainly because you see the Luffy in the background getting like absolutely pimp smacked by the Thunder Bugger. But this 5-star artwork of Kaido for me, I just don't like it. I I think he's trying too hard. He's just trying to look way too menacing. Zoro. I'm a big fan of Zoro's art. There's nothing to dislike about the 6-star artwork. The 5-star artwork, though, he's got this weird look on his face, and he's like, his stance is a bit funky. So I'm just not a big fan there. But the Pirate King, Goldie Roger, I love his 6-star. I love his 5-star art, where he's standing there and he's like holding the guy in the chest, where he's like attacking with the haki. He's 5-star, he's 6-star. I'm a big fan of the Roger artwork. I know that might be biased because he's the Pirate King, but like the flamboyant pink shirt and that like awesome cloak, like bruh. Alright, best ink effect. This award goes to the unit with the best ink effect. An ink effect I would spend my ink bottles on in a heartbeat. Bro, shout out to Papi on this one. Look at this. Look at it. This is how you vote. This is how you vote. Bruh, mate, look how much work this guy's put in, bro. Papi, bro. Man. You should be chuffed about this one, my friend. So, for me, I only have one answer for this. It's not even close. I know a lot of people like Moria because of the bats. But for me, that bat is, that's all I see when I see that. And, yeah, he's kind of cool and, cute and goofy. But, the rest of the artwork for me kind of sucks. Kaido's, I'm not a fan of Kaido's at all. Wouldn't have even voted him even close. Zoro, for me, I would have had him over Kaido. That where he goes, blah. I'm not a fan of that. So for me, it's out of Roger and Law. And, look, I'm a big fan of Roger's because of, the haki slash. It looks really, really cool. But Law's room, when he does that room for me, is just, it's so freaking cool. That part there, where he, it creates it, and then it, you see it, calm down, there. Bro, that artifact, that ink effect is fire. If only Straw Hats, made the cut, Straw Hats for me would have easily won this. The 1,000 logs popping up for me is, huge, but out of these 4, Law, easy every day of the week. Most overrated legend. Here we go. The award goes to the most overrated legend that released from December 1st to December 18th. This legend, that when released, was extremely hyped up, but after we used it was a massive disappointment. So, Last Tap Luffy, Luffy Sanji, V2 Kaido, and Reiju. Now, I'm a big advocate for 3 of these. Luffy Sanji, I'm immediately ruling out. Luffy Sanji, I understand that they were probably underwhelming at the time, but I feel like that's the big reason that happened is because of Roger. Roger's release before Luffy Sanji coming out hindered them a lot on global. On Japan, this unit was not underrated. It was not overrated. Not even close to overrated. They were used everywhere on Japan. You needed to do something, you brought Luffy Sanji. And as a sub, still an absolute god tier. For me, I'm ruling out Luffy Sanji. Now, the other three. Reiju, I'm going to rule out Reiju. I'm going to rule out Reiju for the reason that a lot of people hyped up Reiju. A lot of people hyped up Reiju because of her poison mechanic. And it was the first Reiju. This Reiju, she's not very good. She's just not that great. But when you get poisoned, whichever content does, she is very good. Heavenly Demon 2, she's nah, dude, you're done. You are done. So for that reason, when she works, I don't think she's overrated. But most of the time she is. That leaves me with these 2 here. Final Tap Luffy and V2 Kaido. Now, I can't stand this guy. I can't stand V2 Kaido, man. But I do understand in PvP he's very, very good. And when he works, he works. But the fact that they came out with a new mechanic, 2 times extra damage, 2 times extra damage, and then it just gets totally nerfed by normal attack, not normal attacks only, full immunity. His big Unga Bunga damage gets totally nerfed by normal attacks only, and then his orb manipulation gets nerfed by block. To me, that is huge. He's so overrated, and I can't believe so many people suck this guy's dick, and I just don't understand why. He's not good. He's not. V1 Kaido is still the best Kaido in the game. This guy here, by far the worst Kaido, in my opinion. By far. But, most overrated legend, he does not take the cake, my friends. Shout out to my boy Jin. The most overrated legend is Final Tap Luffy. when this guy's information dropped, when we got the information for the 3 Onigashima characters, I was on the Luffy hype train every day of the week. He's Unga Bunga damage, getting the Wano slot, free spirit booster. I was so adamant that Luffy was the best of the 3 Onigashima legends. I was adamant that he was the best. Then we got a little bit of more information. We got Law's information about the fact that he goes through full immunity with his 1.5 damage. I was always a big advocate. The kid looked really good. He looked really fun, but like how to use him might be a bit clunky. Before Driven got all this crazy support. So I was under the impression Kid was the most fun, but like Luffy was the best, and then like probably Kid under that, and then Law. Then we got some more information about Law, and the 1.5 goes through full immunity. He has block or manipulation, which Luffy kind of didn't without having that like final tap maxed. And Luffy kind of dropped. Even when they released on Global, I was still under the impression that it was like Law, Luffy, Kid. Now, totally different headspace. Now I believe Kid is the best, Law is second, and Luffy is the worst. And for that reason, it says it right here. This legend, when released, was extremely hyped up, but after use was a massive disappointment. So for me, it has to be between Final Tap Luffy and Kaido. And you know I'm voting for Final Tap Luffy. Good luck, Jin. Good luck. Alright, most underrated legend now. This award goes to the most underrated legend that released from December 1st to December 18th. This is the legend that when released was seen as disappointing, but is actually a lot better than people think. So, big shout out to Final Tap Kid, Fire Tank Pirates, Moria, and Whitebeard vs. Shanks. This one's hard for me. This one's really, really hard. Like, really, really hard. Now, it states here that says, when released was seen as disappointing, but is actually a lot better than people think. Now, for that reason, I'm going to rule out Moria. When Moria's information released, I don't think anyone thought he was disappointing. I do think he's underrated, because a lot of people don't talk about him. But I think everyone knows how good Moria is. Fortunately for Moria, there's just other options. And there's just other characters that you'd rather use. And I think that sort of comes down to the fact that Moria is just not a desirable character. And that's the big hindrance that Moria has. Fire Tank Pirates. I think Fire Tank Pirates are incredibly underrated. But when we read their information on release, I don't think anyone doubted that they were bad. I don't think anyone thought that they were, like, terrible. But in saying that, I do think a lot of people said that they thought they were the worst of the Kazuna legends. So I do understand that they are underrated. But for me, I'm going to rule them out because of that line that says, was disappointing, but is actually a lot better than people think. So I think we all know how good Fire Tank Pirate is. Amazing captain, the blowaway effect, the utility, the damage. It's all very, very nice. So that leaves me with Final Tap Kid and my homie Whitebeard vs. Shanks. You know who I'm voting for. Final Tap Kid. Final Tap Kid, we're not voting for Final Tap Kid because Final Tap Kid is very, very good. And I don't think we ever, like, truly understood how good Kid was. And I don't think he was underrated. I think it was just that he didn't have the support that he needed. Now he does. As time went on, Driven got a lot more support. Strength got a lot more support. And even Strikers got a lot more support. But when Whitebeard Shanks got announced, I was the only person riding the Whitebeard Shanks train. The only person standing there defending how good Whitebeard Shanks was. And everyone said that they're trash. A-Sabo came out. The Onigashima trio came out. They said, why would you summon for this worst verse unit in the game? They're trash thump. They got the worst verse ability. They are the worst verse legend. Why would you summon for them? But then people realized how good base stat boost was. Everyone realized how amazing Shanks' special was, rotating those orbs, getting an orb buff, utilizing the verse ability whenever you can to get the defense conditional, and then using Whitebeard just to tank and you just don't die. So for that reason, where it says there, but it's actually a lot better than people think, it seems disappointing, Whitebeard and Shanks are an easy winner for me for this particular category. Even though it's hard on paper, easy winner. The most improved legend. This award goes to the most improved legend. This is it for a unit that may not have seen a lot of use or play in the past. But as time has gone on, the unit has seen an increase in play throughout 2021. Shout out to Final Tap Kid, V2 Shiro, Sherry Mancherry, German 66, and Sugar. I'm immediately ruling out Germa. Mainly because as time has gone on, the unit has seen an increase in play. I don't think Germa's really seen that much of an increase in play. They are very, very good. And they've definitely gotten better over time. But I don't think they've increased that much in value, you know? Like, they haven't gotten that much better. As for Sugar, though, V2 Shiri. I don't think V2 Shiri has either. V2 Shiri is still a staple for, like, the Hawkins Forest. But as time's gone on, like, I haven't really used them in newer content, you know? I haven't used them in situations where they've just been so good. Now, don't get me wrong, they've been staples for when I've been doing forest runs or long distance runs, like Dofi 2 and stuff like that. But for, like, arenas and all that other content, Garb challenges and stuff, I just haven't seen, like, Kazuna's treasure maps, I haven't seen myself using Shirahoshi Mancherry. And that leaves me with Final Tap Kid and Sugar. Now, as time goes on, has gone on, Driven has been getting a lot of support. And for that reason, these two definitely come out on top. The thing is, Strikers have been getting a lot more support with stuff like Yamato. And if we're talking most improved, I have to go with Final Tap Kid. Sugar, honestly, is close second for me. But, like, Final Tap Kid, with the support that Driven's received, the support Strength's received, and the fact that Yamato's a thing with Strikers, this guy's a weapon. Not only that, but Dofi, the Superclass Dofi, we need to include that. Remember, we're talking about Japan too. With Superclass Dofi, this guy is a weapon. Absolute monster. So is Sugar. Don't get me wrong, because she triggers the Superclass and stuff. But this Final Tap Kid, absolutely a weapon. Sugar, really, really good for Croc, though, as well. So, like, that's where Sugar comes into play a little bit. But because of Yamato as well, I think, like, Kid has seen, like, the most drastic improvement in terms of regular play. Because he can be your attack boost, he can be your orb booster. With Dofi, you get the chain boost and the base stat boost. Kid's just so good. Kid's so nice. He can hybrid up very, very easily. Where Sugar, you're not really hybriding Sugar up too much. You're basically just using her as a sub for the chain boundary effect. Where Kid, he just sees a little bit more viability. Thanks to some other legends that have come out. And he's just an absolute god. Favorite game mode or content. This award goes to your favorite game mode or content in OPTC. It's something you have enjoyed playing the most. Straight away, we're ruling out Treasure Map. Why is that even a thing? Garb Challenges, Pirate Rumble, and Kazuna. Pirate Rumble I'm ruling out. It's a dead game mode nowadays. It's too pay to play. It's not even that much fun. Kazuna Clash or Garb's Challenge for me are definitely the way to go. I have to go with Kazuna Clash just because of the Pirate Alliance Kazuna. It's just so elusive and it doesn't come around very often, and for that reason, it's just so much fun to play. Garb Challenges I love, don't get me wrong, but Kazuna has that feel about it, you know? It's just a little bit more fun when you are team building. The Super Boss, it's just, yeah, everyone rallies together as a community as well, and it's just awesome. Best Update Feature. This award goes to the best new update feature of December. First to the now. This is the feature that has changed the OPTC for the better. So, we've got the Cotton Candy Stacker / Storage, the Pirate Alliance system, the Stamina Meat or Storage, as well as the power-up system overhaul. Shout out to me for this image too, by the way. Let's go. Let's go. I'm kind of biased. I just want to vote that. But honestly, I think it's the answer. Candy stacking and candy storage is great. It's awesome, but we already sort of had that system with the turtles and stuff. And, like, we didn't, but we did. So, like, there's that. Pirate Alliance for me is kind of, like, cool. Like, it's nice, but, like, it's not a game changer or anything like that. It did open up the co-op casino, which is great. Stamina Meats is awesome, but, like, you could always do this with gems. It's just basically free gems. But this here, the power-up haul system. Now, global players don't really know about this too much, but this is so good. Like, it's so good. Like, to be able to do this and just, like, max your sockets and skip stuff and put in copies without having to limit break is so damn good. Like, it is so damn good. For that reason, I have to go with the power-up system overhaul. That'll like the treasure map overhaul, you know? Like, that was pretty cool. Oh, that's not a new feature, so... we're going to go with the power-up system. Alright, most anticipated character / feature. This award goes to the most anticipated character or feature that you want to see in 2022. This is either a QO quality of life feature, game mode update, or character that you want to see released in 2022. So we have a new game mode, a new type of game mode coming soon. Ooh. Luffy vs. Kaido. I know a lot of people want to see Luffy vs. Kaido, and a lot of people want to see Roger vs. Whitebeard. And then the final thing is treasure map revamp or overhaul. We kind of already got that, but like we didn't. For me, I like I'd love to see these units, but we're gonna see them eventually. So whether it's in 2022, whether it's in 2023, I don't mind. So I'm gonna take the units out. Like the units for me are kind of like whatever. So for me, I think it's a new game mode. Treasure map overhaul and like a revamp of treasure map. Like whilst it's gonna be good, like it's still treasure map. Like it's still there. Still gonna have to do it. Even if they make it better, it's still grindy. A new game mode, it's exciting, man. Like, even if it's only exciting for a couple months and then it's like something else in the game, you know, like treasure map or whatnot, it's something else to do. It's something else to do. This is not something else to do. So I'm going to go with a new game mode. Alright, worst legend of the year. This award goes to the worst legend. The legend is the bottom of the barrel. The worst of the worst when it comes to the game. Oh, no. Fuck Stomp. Yo, Halloween Shanks. What are you doing down here, bro? You should be in the best legend category. That's not on. Halloween Shanks, Kuma, V3 Blackbeard, and V2 Marco. Look, I hate it. This is vote V2 Marco for the sake of it. I don't understand how people like this legend. Him and Treasure Map Sanji just need to be down here, bro. Like, bruh. Halloween Shanks, I can't vote Halloween Shanks. It's not even that I think that, like, he should be here. I know he's not the greatest legend, but, like, he's not even close to these two. For me, I want to vote Blackbeard. I don't use Blackbeard at all. Like, I never use Blackbeard. He's a dual unit that wants to be a captain, and it's like, that sucks. That sucks. This Kuma, though, you can use him in Garb challenges because he has that same effect as Law. So at least he has some sort of use for strength. Like, you can make it quicker and easier. Blackbeard, he doesn't provide you with anything, like, at all. Like, at all. The other two, like, obviously, like, I can make arguments why they're way better than these two. So, V3 Blackbeard, get out of here. The best banner. This award goes to the best banner that released from December 1st to December 18th. It was a must-pull banner. A banner where you spend all your gems. Ace Akainu, Onigashima Trio, World Cruise Sugo Fest, and the pre-global 6-year anniversary. Now, it says here, like, a banner you want to spend all your gems on. And for me, there's only one answer. Straight up, it's the World Cruise. If you're spending all your gems on one banner, it's 100% the World Cruise banner. Now, if you were just starting, though, if you're just starting in the game, like, talking right at this moment, and you had to pick any of these banners, you would pick this one, right? Because it has all of these units on it. Like, it actually has all of these units. So technically, this is the best banner. Because it's got Roger and Odin, it's got Ace vs. Akainu, and it's got the Onigashima Legends. So that's technically the best banner, right? But, if we're talking in the moment, or it was a must-pull banner at the time, it's definitely the World Cruise Sugo Fest. Like, it's gotta be. It has to be. Not even it can't be anything else. It can't be. But, like, if you were taking that argument into consideration, I can understand why you'd vote this one. Alright, moment of the year. The best moment of the year. Through the ups and the downs of OPTC, there will always be one moment for that year that shines the brightest. I cannot think of anything else to say right now because I'm tired. But, we're here. Doing our voting. The 11.2 update, announcement of global Japan schedule sync, Yamato's release, and Roger and Odin's release worldwide. The 11.2 update is really hype. Because of a lot of, like, really, really good quality of life things that came to play, right? It was a really good moment. The announcement of the global and Japan schedule sync, I don't think that was that hype. Like, kind of came out of nowhere, and it's going to be really good. But, like, I just don't think that it's the greatest thing in the entire world. Like, I don't think it's anything, like, too incredible. Yamato's release was super, super hype because it, like, came out at the same time as the anime. But the game has never, ever been more hype than this moment right here. I remember Christmas morning getting the information that Roger was finally coming to the game. Bruh, shit hit the fan. Shit hit the fan. Nothing beats that moment of registering that Roger will finally be in the game. Finally. Nothing will ever beat that moment. I don't think anything will. Like, right now, I cannot physically fathom it. These moments were all very good, though. They were all very, very good. But this right here, that moment of, like, waking up and realizing Roger's in the game, definitely takes the cake. And the big one, Legend of the Year. This award goes to the best legend that has released from December 1st, 2020 till December 18th, 2021, this legend has stood above the rest as the #1 legend in the game. We have a Sabo, we have Ace versus Kainu, we have Roger and Yamato. There's only one answer here. There's, like, you cannot make an argument to me that any other legend is not it's Roger. It's Roger. It's Roger. Like, Yamato's really good, and I guess you could probably argue, oh, but you get 2 characters, Yamato, with Yamato and Ace of Kainu, Stump. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. You're restricted when you're building Ace teams. You're restricted when you're building Akainu teams. You're restricted when you're building Yamato teams. You're restricted. Ace Sabo, for me, would then come as the second legend because they are not restrictive and they have utility. But Roger's ability to blow away mechanics. Do you not understand how good that is? Do you not? He does something that no one else does. He does something that no other character does. He's a rainbow captain. He removes despair. He has... The way they designed Roger was almost flawless. Honestly, if I had to give him a mark out of 10, it'd be a 9.9. And that's only because I don't want to give him a 10 because I want there to be an improvement. I want there to be a better character than Roger. He's the best legend in the game. Both versions, hands down. It's Roger. It's always been Roger. Hopefully after New Year's it won't be Roger. But for now, it's Roger. Alright, there we go. Our response has been recorded. We are done. Our votes are in. Once again, huge shout out to the captain. Never doubt the captain. The big dog, Captain Papi. Man, we appreciate you. Honestly, so much. Honestly, I actually cannot even express how much we appreciate you. The amount of work you've put in here, to the images, to the detail of the text, to getting it goddamn spell checked. Like, you should be commended, man. And honestly, you've done a fantastic job. And I cannot wait to see the results. I cannot wait to see how the video turns out. Shout out to the GGP boys as well. And it's going to be a belter. Make sure to get around it. Get down there. Put your vote in. I stretched this, but, like, it should only take you, like, a couple minutes. Like, if anything, like, a minute. So get down there and vote. And if you really want to, if you're a huge sweat, vote more than once. I got a couple email addresses. I'll probably chuck my vote in a couple more times, you know? Let's see that final tap. Luffy get most overrated legend. That's what we want to see. That's what we really want to see. But if you guys did enjoy the video, make sure to go down there and belt the like button for me. Make sure to vote. Head over to GGP. Hit them with a sub. Head over to Twitter. Hit Papi with a follow. Absolute weapon. Big shout out to Ryoiin as well for helping out Papi as well. Shout out to my boys in the Discord for the clarity as well. You guys are awesome. Keep being you. Keep being happy. Keep being positive. As I mentioned, belt the like button for me if you're new to the channel. Hit that big red subscribe button too. But guys, wherever you are in this beautiful world, please remember to enjoy the rest of your day. As always, homies, I thank you guys for watching. And I'll catch you all in the next one. Let's fuck Stump!